when I say the bicycle is moving on the road, you can say the bicycle is in motion. So can we make more sentences like that using the word motion?
Hello, ma'am.
Can you use the word motion and make me sentences?
Rina, can you try and sit in some other place, or if you can just reconnect or something? Because your voice is breaking a lot. It's
Hello, ma'am.
बेटा 1 मिनट रुकना आप लोग है ना 1 सेकंड रुको
मैम आवाज नहीं आ रहा.
हाँ 1 मिनट रुको मैम ने
I
अभी
will just turn off
नोट
my
किया
camera, okay, because
आवाज
is
ब्रेक
it
हो
better?
रहा. मैडम आवाज येत नाही. आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है.
बेटा एक
आवाज.
मिनट रुको 1 मिनट रुको रुको
Palak, am I audible now? Is it better?
Are you saying something?
Uh, Palak,
Yeah, you're audible now. You can start.
yes, yes, okay. I'll be turning off my video for now because there seems to be an issue with my connection. Okay, so the word I was looking for is motion. And yes, these are right sentences. Okay, oscillation is a type of force. Okay, the continuous displacement of an object is called motion. There are many types of
मैम
motion.
आप
Okay,
ऑर्गेनाइज दिस ओपन. मैम अभी भी आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है.
um, is it better now? We'll go to the next word.
मैम आवाज ब्रेक हो रही है.
बेटा आप लोग बोलना बंद करोगे तभी तो आवाज आएगी आप 1 मिनट बोलना बंद करो अपना माइक म्यूट करो सब
ओके मैम.
हाँ माइक म्यूट करो अब नाउ यू कैन स्पीक रीना
ओके मैम.
रीना you there
मैम आवाज नहीं आ
Am
रहा.
I audible
बेटा
now?
आप 1 मिनट रुको रुको रीना
Am I audible?
yeah you can start again I'll mute others and yeah
Yeah. Okay. So the next word I'm going to teach is measurement. Okay, finding the size or weight or amount. Okay. So you say you're measuring water depth in the well. So iska science term is measurement. Okay, can you guess the next term? What is a science term for something that has weight and takes space?
कौन बोल रहा है रे.
Can you guess the science term for something that has weight and takes up space? Padarth ka English word. Okay, you said solid. It is okay. It is a word that starts with the letter M. Stone, water, air. All of these are examples of material. Okay. The word I was looking for is
नहीं दिख रही.
matter.
नो मैम. नो.
Okay. So you say, Kala, could you move to the third slide? Yes. So the next slide. Okay. So this is the. Can you go to the previous slide? So this is the fourth word we learned, right? Matter. Something that has weight and takes up space. Pathat. Okay. So the next is gravity. So you all know gravitational force. It is a force that pulls object towards the earth. Can you make more sentences with gravity now? Can you make sentences using gravity? Like Einstein discovered gravity. This is one sentence we did yesterday. I'm really sorry. That is really bad. Yes. Gravity. There is no gravity in space. Okay. Okay. We'll move to the next word. Okay. What is a force that slows moving things? What is a force that slows moving things? घर्षण का इंग्लिश वर्ड क्या है? Friction. Very good. So you can make a sentence using the word friction. Friction slow का last क्या है? Can you try making a sentence with the word friction? Friction opposes motion. Very good. Okay. We'll move to the next term. What is the word? Okay, when we
Frictional
walk,
force.
there is friction. Yes.
Friction.
When we walk, there is friction. Okay, this is a spelling for there. Okay. So, okay, guess the next word. What is the power to do work or move things? English क्या है? Yes. What is the word
Ma'am,
of?
sound is break. Ma'am, sound is break. मैम कोई दिख
Um,
नहीं रहा.
Yes,
could you move to the next slide?
ओके बेटा, एक एक मिनट आप लोग रुको, एक मिनट पर हम क्या करते हैं, मैम अभी बताएंगी ना, तो मैम उसको समराइज करके आपके लिए एक अलग से वो बना देगी, जैसे ग्रुप पे भेजा था ना पहले, वैसे ही बना देगी। तो आप टेंशन मत लो, अगर नहीं सुनाई दे रहा है और ये नहीं हो रहा है, तो जितना समझ में आ रहा है उतना करो, क्योंकि आप लोग बार बार बोलते हो ना, तो फिर वो ब्रेक हो जाती है की फ्लो भी। अभी ठीक है, टेंशन नहीं लेनी है, अगर नहीं भी समझ आ रहा है तो टीना यू कैन कंटिन्यू। Which slide do you want me to be on?
मैम हमें
Is
कुछ
this the
समझ
one?
में नहीं आ रहा.
Uh, this is explaining now.
This one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the um, word we learned right now is energy, right? Energy is the power to do work or move things. So we say the sun provides energy, water produces. Okay. The next word we learn is properties. Okay. Property is how something looks, feels, or acts. So when I say the stone is hard, hardness is its property. Or when you say the soft mud, can you make me a sentence? We'll move to the next word, and you can make a sentence with that. Okay. So when I say the water is balanced on my head, it means that the pot is stable. Okay, still. Yes. So that is stability. Stable is the next word. Can you make me a sentence with stable? Chat box में लिखो a sentence
Sentence
using the
with
word
what?
stable.
Is it the word is stable?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'll write it in the chat box.
Okay, great. So you made these sentences. The trees are stable. Okay, we should have a stable diet. Okay, the earth is stable in universe. Okay, so we'll move to the next word now. The next word is rewire or convert. Okay, that is to change from one form to another. Can you make a sentence with convert? Can you make a word sentence with convert? Like how you say energy is converted from one form to another. Or the wood burns and it converts to ash and heat. Ice is converted into water when heated. Very good. Milk is converted into curd. Water converts into ice on heating. No, sorry, on freezing. Okay, we'll move to the next section. Okay, ice gets converted into water. So now we're going to learn past, present, or future tense. We'll move to the next slide. Okay, so I ask you a question now. You have to answer me in the chat box. Okay, what did you do yesterday? Like you can move to the next slide.
Reena, can you try and speak a little louder so that it's much better?
Okay, can you move to the next slide? Okay, so now I'm going to ask you the question, what did you do yesterday? Okay, so what did you do yesterday? Can you answer that in the chat box? Postman season 2 episode. I ate dal and rice yesterday. Very good. Another, can you try replying? What did you do yesterday? Ka reply. So in the example, we see, I pulled water from the well. Or here, Harshvardhan has said, I ate dal and rice yesterday. So you see, the verb is eat and it got converted into the past tense because it is something that happened in the past, right? I played football yesterday. Very good. Now, let me ask you another question. What are you doing right now? What are you doing right now? Okay. So you're saying, I eat apple today? Hmm. Okay. I'm attending English classes right now. I'm studying. Very good. So when you're talking about something that is going on in the present, you're using am and the verb plus ing form, right? It's something that is going on. Now, let me ask you, what will you do tomorrow? What will you do tomorrow? I will go to the market tomorrow. Yes, chat बॉक्स में लिखो इसका आंसर. What will you do tomorrow का आंसर chat बॉक्स में लिखो. I will play cricket. I will ride my bicycle tomorrow. Okay. So I will go to play tomorrow. Okay. So in these sentences, you used will plus the rest of the predicate, right? I will be eating dal. Okay, so you use will and the verb. So that is a difference. So we'll learn this in detail. Palak, you can move to the next slide. Okay, so in this, you say that we have past, present, or future. Past is bhutkal, something that has already happened. Jo ho chuka. Okay, so like when you said, um, I ate apple yesterday. Okay, that is something that happened in the past.
Reena, sorry,
Yes,
some voice is playing in your background. It's
just give me a second.
yeah. हाँ बेटा एक मिनट अभी मैम ज्वाइन करेगी ना दोबारा एक सेकेंड एक सेकेंड
Palak, I'm really sorry. I think I'm having like really bad net issues. Should I stop the class and maybe I can send a recording of the class?
no
Or
no no you can continue there was this just some I don't know song playing or something
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah. Okay.
you can
Um,
continue that's
yeah. Okay, so we were learning past tense, right? Bhutkal. So you say gravity pulled the stone. So इसमें format is this. You have to add subject, verb का past form or the object. So in basic sentence structure, we already learned subject, verb and object. So इसमें when it is past tense, you have to use the past tense of the verb. Okay, so look at the sentence. Gravity pulled the stone. Okay, so okay, so Rudra has said I observe the plants. So इसमें past tense क्या है? Observe का ed form will come in the past tense. I observed the plants. Okay, gravity pulled the stone. You have to add ed with the verb to make it past tense. Okay, now we have the present tense. That is something that is always true. For example, scientific facts are always in the present tense. Okay, हमेशा सच. Okay, वर्तमान काल is present tense. So you use subject, verb, and verb के साथ you have to add s and then the object. That is friction slows objects. Okay, so इसमें you added s with the verb. Okay, sorry for the delay. Please read through the slide and understand. Okay, and then I will send you the summary after class. Okay, yes. In the future tense is something that will happen in the future. It has not happened yet. It is not happening now. It will happen later. Okay, something that will happen later. So for that, so when you made sentences before, you said I will go to Pune tomorrow. So you have to similarly use will after the subject. So subject, will, verb, or the object. Okay. So energy will convert to heat. Okay. I will play the match tomorrow. Okay. My name is Riddhi is in present tense, right? It is always in present tense because Riddhi's name is not going to change. So you use a present tense. I am going to home as present tense. Okay, present continuous, right? Can you make a sentence in future? You already did that. We'll move to the next slide, Palak. So this is the past tense in detail. Okay, bhutkal. Okay, so the friction slowed the bicycle on the muddy road. Gravity pulled the stone into the wall. Newton discovered that matter has properties. So look at all these sentences after the subject. So in the first sentence, the subject is friction. Then the verb का past form आ गया. Okay, that is slowed. Slow का past tense is slowed. That came. Okay, and then the object. Gravity pulled the stone. Newton discovered that matter has properties. Okay, now when you look at the bottom of the screen, you see there are some verbs. So usually to make verbs into their past tense, you use ed. You add an ed with it. But there are some exceptions. So what is the opposite of the verb by? What is the opposite of the verb by? Can you answer? Oh, I'm sorry, not the opposite. What is the past tense? Okay, opposite is sell. Okay, now that you said the opposite, you can say what is the past tense of the verb buy? Bought, thank you. Past tense of? No, I'm not asking you for the opposite of past tense. I'm asking you the past tense of the form of the verb buy. That is bought. Okay? See, buy means I am buying an apple means you're currently doing. At the moment you are buying. I bought the apple matlab you have already bought it. You've already got it. It happened in the past. I will matlab you will do it later. Okay? Yes. Okay. Now, what is the past tense of the word bring? It is similar. Bring ka past tense is brought. Very good. So there are these words that have exceptions. You don't use ed to make it into a past tense. Okay, there are some exceptions. That is what I meant to say. Yes, you're correct. Bring ka past tense is brought. Now we'll move to the next tense. Next tense that we got is present tense. We move to the next slide, Palak. That is Vartaman Kal, right? So I said science laws are always in present tense, or if you are saying a fact, when you're saying that my name is Riddhi, your name is always going to be Riddhi. So it is in present tense. Okay. So so this is the format. You use subject, verb, verb ka, add an s with it to make it into the present tense, and then it will be followed by object. Okay. So look at this, look at these examples. Gravity pulls all objects towards the earth. You don't say pulled because gravity always pulls objects towards the earth. Okay, then you say friction slows moving things, right? Energy converts from one form to another. So in all these, what were the verbs? Can you identify the verb? Identify the verb in the first sentence. Pulls, very good. So the base form was pulled, right? So the base form is pulled, and then you added an s to make it present tense. Okay, that is how you make verbs into present tense. Okay, we'll move to the next slide. Next is the future tense or bhavishyakal. So in this, the format is subject. Palak, you can move to the next slide. Okay, so we have subject, will, verb ka base form or the object. See in this, the rocket will convert energy into motion. Friction will slow. So will and the verb. Gravity will pull the stone to the ground. Can you make me a sentence in future tense? Make sentences in future tense. He will be talking to me. Okay, that is present continuous. Okay. Example, I will play tomorrow. Okay, great. Okay, we can move to the next slide. So this is what we learned. Okay, please go through the slide and read. We have in past tense, we have subject, verb ka past form or object. Okay, in present tense, we have subject, verb plus s or the object. Future is subject, will, verb, and the object. Okay, yes. Now we'll move to the next slide. So is slide mein, you see there are five words. They are not arranged in the right order. Okay, they are they are mixed up. So I want you to arrange this in the right order. So what will come first in this? There are five words: fetus, baby, child, youth, and adult. What is the first stage? Either what is the first stage in this? Can you arrange it in order?
Rina, someone's asking what is fetus. Can you please tell them what's
Yeah,
fetus?
yeah. Okay, I can see that. Um, okay, so it is a fetus, matlab it is an offspring that has not been born yet. Okay, so it is a stage before a baby. Fetus is what comes first. Okay, it is an offspring that has not been born yet. That is what develops into an embryo and then it grows into a baby. Okay, yes, so that is the first stage. Fetus is the first stage. What happens? Baby ke baad comes the child, then the youth and the adult, right? Yes, so that is the order. So in this, now I'm going to use the three tenses we learned right now to make sentences. Okay, so you can say the fetus developed into a baby. That is a sentence using past tense. The fetus developed into a baby. You can move to the next slide. Okay, the child grows into a youth. So isme I've used present tense. The youth will become an adult. So that is a future tense, right? So the reason I'm teaching you this is to get the timeline right. Okay, to understand tenses, to understand chronology. Okay, fetus ka spelling, you guys are getting it wrong. It's okay. Fetus. Okay. Yes, we'll move to the next question. This is an easy question. See, you have, so question is this, if the day before yesterday was Wednesday, when will Sunday be? So yesterday matlab it's past tense. When will Sunday be? It is asking about a day in the future. When will, right? So इसमें WH word क्या है? What is the WH word? Very good. When, right? So when is the WH word? I'm asking you for a time. Or in this context, is question mein I'm asking you for a day. When will Sunday be? Okay. Yes. So now the question is this: if the day before yesterday, मतलब परसों. If परसों was Wednesday, आज कौन सा day है? If परसों was Wednesday, आज कौन सा day है? If Parso was Wednesday, Aaj is Friday. Okay, if day before yesterday is Wednesday, yesterday is Thursday, today is Friday. Okay, so the question is this, when will day after, when will Sunday be? So Sunday is, yes. So the answer is Sunday, right? So if day before yesterday is Wednesday, yesterday is Thursday, today is Friday, tomorrow is Saturday, and day after tomorrow will be Sunday. So Sunday is the answer. Okay. Answer is day after tomorrow. Answer. Okay. Pala, could you share the screen? It's not visible. Pala, could you share the screen?
Is it not visible? Wait a second. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't. So the answer is day after
Now
tomorrow.
is
I
it?
hope so. Yes, yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, so in past, so you say Wednesday was the day before yesterday. It's in past tense. Thursday was yesterday. It's in past. And how do you say that today is Friday? You use the word is, the being verb is. And then you say Saturday is tomorrow. Sunday will be day after um, tomorrow. Right? Yes, we'll move to the next question now. This is easy. I've given you three sentences. The verbs are also in the bracket. You have to fill with the correct form of the verb. Okay, what is the answer for the first one? Yesterday, I dashed the seeds in water. Fill with correct forms of the verb. What is the answer for the first question? Soaked. Very good. Why is it soaked? Because when you read yesterday, you understood that it is in the past. So you use ed with the verb. It is talking about the past. So you use ed with the verb. Very good. We'll move to the next question. Today, the radical dash from the seed. Today. So how is the verb? It is present tense, right? So you add an s with the verb that is emerges. Today, it emerges from the seed. So in the third question, what will be the answer? Tomorrow is the indicator that it is in the future. It will grow. Very good. Palak, you can move to the next slide. The slide after the. Okay, so in this question, so this from this, so I know that you have all read and studied about water cycle. So there are four options: clouds, rain, sea, and evaporation. So in water cycle, mein, what happens first? Can you arrange in the order like we did before? What happens first in the water cycle? Arrange it in the correct order. Okay, what comes first? Is it the cloud, rain, sea, or evaporation? Very good. Sea comes first. Okay. After sea, First comes sea, then evaporation, you're right, and then come clouds and then the rain. 3, 4, 1, 2. Very good. Very good. So you have, yes, you have understood the order correctly. Now you can move to the next slide. So when I'm explaining something in order, you can use these words like firstly, then, later, or finally. Okay? So you say firstly this happened, then evaporation occurs. Later it forms clouds. Finally it comes down as rain. Okay, we'll move to the next last slide. Yes, so this is your task. I think you'll understand better now. Okay, so how do you test floating objects? You have to write the step. So in the picture, you see a glass. There's water inside it. There's also a leaf floating in it. So your task is to find if an object is floating or not. How will you find it? How will you test if an object is floating? I gave you an example in the beginning of the class, right? I told you if I
Not
am
floating.
teaching you if I'm teaching you how to make tea, I will say first you do this, then you do this, later you do this, finally you do this. Right? Very good. See what Harshvardhan has replied. He has said one take container, two, three. So that one, two, three order, you can explain it using language. Okay, you can move to the next slide. You can move to the next slide. Okay. See, in this you say first take a container or first take a water bottle. Pehle. Okay. And then you say add water in the container and you can say next, then, okay, fir. And then you can say then, iske baad. Observe the leaf carefully. Okay. Finally, matlab अंत में, record whether it floats or sinks. So, um, I'll just spin this. Okay, so when you are explaining steps in English, you don't always need one, two, three to make it understand. You can use these words first, next, then, finally, whenever you are explaining a procedure or step. Okay, so that is it for today's class. I'm really sorry for all the disturbance. I will make it up. I will make you a summary of the class in detail and share. I'll also make flashcards and send it to you. Okay? Yes. Thank you.
बेटा आई नो थोड़ा सा
आपकी
डिस्टरबेंस हो
स्क्रीन
रहा था।
दिख
हाँ
नहीं रही।
हाँ बेटा मैंने बंद कर दी क्योंकि मैंने स्क्रीन बंद कर दी। अभी मुझे पता है थोड़ा सा डिस्टरबेंस हो रहा था, पर क्या करेंगी ना, मैं आपको वीडियो बना के पूरी समरी सेंड कर देगी। ओके, आपकी मेल पे। मेक श्योर करना आप लोग मेल खोलो, मेल देखते रहो। मेल में क्लासेस अपडेट सारी चीज आती है। प्लीज सब बच्चे मेल चेक करेंगे। ओके
यस मैम।
ओके। नेक्स्ट क्लास 5:30 होगी, सबको पता है ना?
ओके
यस मैम।
ओके बाय बेटा, बाय।
यस मैम। बाय मैम।
बाय।